to kickstart the heart. Today we start with an indomitable willpower to really simplify the purpose of our lives and get down to the heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter is this moment of power. The moment of power is this moment. And it's the choice that we put into this moment that's fueled, motivated by the intention of what it is that you want. Not only in this moment, but as you go about this day, and not just going about this day, but as you go about tomorrow and the next day, God willing, that you have those blessings, that we have this clarity of purpose, that we have, just know what it is that we need to be dauntless about, each one of us. What is it that could bring you the greatest happiness and joy in life? What is it that you know that you put off but needs to get done, and it just keeps bothering you, and it's a little guilt complex maybe, where just a conscience that's bothering you, and we hope that we don't put that conscience to sleep, because we need the warnings, we need the reminders. And I'm about dauntless about reminders. I am dauntless about remembering. I am dauntless about doing whatever is necessary to come back to this present moment and searching my heart and finding the purest motive I can. That is a motive that is a win-win for me and a win-win for you and a win-win for our world. But most importantly, it's a win-win in terms of my connection to truth. Because if I'm connected to truth, that is the ultimate win. So good morning, Vertigo. Good morning, Play. Two powerhouses. I need you, brothers. I need you. I need you to be everything that you are. I need you to be dauntless in whatever that means to you, in whatever way that you perceive it, to be the most that you can be, all that you can be. And that's a lot, because you're both cosmic and I'm cosmic. Everything is cosmic and everyone is cosmic. So we're just going to focus on just this moment. Just this moment. One moment at a time. That I believe is the message of my life. It's just that this moment is the most supreme, important moment of all the moments you've ever had, and any moment yet to come. That this is the supreme moment right here. It's not the big things that we're going to do today, or the little things, or the crash and burn things, or whatever things that we're going to be up to today. It is this moment. And when we can plug in to the higher consciousness of us, to the reality of this universe in this present moment, we have what is called the beginning of happiness. We have what is called the beginning of a great revolt. The revolt of this immortal soul within us that really needs our minds and really needs our feelings, really needs our choice point, because if it doesn't have us aligned to the soul, the immortal power within us, if it doesn't have us cooperating, we could actually shun it. We could actually be the other way today. Disempowering, debilitating, wasting our precious day, wasting our precious life force, and even saying no to the big invite. Always in your in bin, always a text message to you. Have you checked your latest text message? Coming straight from your higher self with an invite to get it going today like never before, a moment at a time. Yeah. So thank you, Plebe, and thank you, Vertigo. I'll tell you, this friendship online is spectacular. I experimented last night on my other stream where we got the faces up there, in a meeting room, and that's okay, but sometimes faces and I love this imagination of you, Vertigo, not necessarily as a human, and you, Plebe, not necessarily as a human, but as that divine powerhouse. That's someone who's just, getting ready to spark a fire within yourself. of self-realization, of soul realization, of being dauntless. That means that if the whole world's criticizing you, if your own thoughts are criticizing you, if your own desires want to pull you out, that somehow in your core, in the leverage, this power, this only power we have is in this present moment choice with a pure intention. Now it could be another intention, but we're going for the pure intention, that we put supreme importance on that one moment at a time. Good morning, Clark. We're talking about really our ultimate moment by moment practice today, and that is always the moment to moment practice. Coming back with dauntless courage to what lights you up the most, what brings you in most peace within yourself, what brings you in most harmony and connection and communication with this universe, which is everything, which is omnipresent, which is so perfect because it's right here, right now. We don't have to go anywhere for it. We don't even have to change for it. We just have to get more motivated on what lights us up and focus on that. The change will happen automatically. The change from being indifferent, the change from, being worldly minded today or whatever, or just plain forgetful. So I'm telling you, the dauntless courage that I have in my soul is mission possible on this planet. If I can increase the access points for you guys to a remembrance of the importance of this present moment, I will have fulfilled gloriously my duty on this planet this time around. All right? Access points. A lot of people are too busy for access points to the good. They're too busy wrapped up in being restless. And restless, search your heart. Restless can be a good thing if you're restless and we're trying to get over it by focusing on the good and are selfless about it. Then restless, that is selfish, because that's another way to kind of be fiendish, be a fiend. Is when we have an out of tune motive and we're just restless about this world. We're just restless to go after what we want. That's not the bright side of things. So we're going from those sides of us, dauntless courage, to access points, as many as possible. And if you are someone that is okay, then you decide, well, how much goodness and how much light can I take in one day? See, my job on the planet right now is to put out in live streams and put out in videos and put out in contacts with people and messages. Everything that I put out is about an access point to more good energy and more good and more light and more love. It's just an access point. And that's my job. Zilla, welcome. I know, spread love, my dudes. Right? And we need it. So we're putting out this energy to our world. It's just an access point. If people are interested, you got to be interested to seek out, the better, higher thing for you, or just the better thing for you. And then that attracts you to that there's a lot of opportunities today to access the divine. Meaning that the divine is everywhere, omnipresent, right here, right now. How spectacular is that? So if you want to be dauntless and break your records today to be in more light than you can take, to the point where you say, I just can't take any more of this joy. I just can't take any more of this light. It's just like, God, I got to go have a beer. That's okay too. But I'm just saying today, just see how much you can take, all right? And see where your intention is. And go for broke today and be dauntless. Be fearless. Life is way too precious. The more you understand how precious life is, when you start to wake up, the more you realize, wow, it is an absolute battle, frontline. Hello, Punk. Welcome, my brother. I'm living my life not to be afraid of death, my brother. You have to be fearless around death to really live your life, and to really get fearless around death, you have to really live for this present moment to access a higher reality, so you know that there is no death. So I'd live for that, brother. I'm living to release my fear of death. I'm living to release my fear that there's something else more important today. Hello, Steve. Really wanted to see you today. Maybe we can chat for a minute. I got your note. Love you more than ever, brother. And this is how we go about it. We create access points to a higher vibration. We create access to a more positive consciousness. And I'm telling you, access points. And if you don't want it, we're creating an access point to, when you don't want it, to lean into it anyway, and with indomitable will, crawl to the access point of light. Crawl to the good energy. And make that a dauntless, non-negotiable, this is life, from moment to moment. A day is too long, just a moment to moment. Kids, because again, as I said earlier, when we start to wake up, we realize the importance of life, the importance of each moment, the importance of coming here to change what needs to be changed in us, not to carry it over, not to think it to the point where we're going to talk ourselves out of that positive change that we need to make inside, right? And go after that like it's a front lines battle after battle after battle after battle with ourselves today. Because as soon as you really step foot on this path of courage, on this path of more access to the light, everything is, the dark is just going to get on you like never before. We don't realize that, you see? So, you ready, gang? Vertigo Road, let's find the path to home. Well, I'm so happy you guys are on here, really, man, because we need each other big time. We need access to each other. We need each other because when each one of us forgets or gets indifferent or just mediocre or just funked out, we need somebody, and this is, I'm going to say it, that is going to hold the love and the light and be there in our face with it, right? Really, that's not a negative thing. I mean, the darkness is in your face with all its stuff, right? People are in their face with all their stuff, right? Well, why can't we be pestering each other? Come on. The battle is on till the day we don't have to pester each other, to the day that we have our swords out all the time. And we are staying so focused because that's our mission possible in this journey of life. It is. And I'm counting on each one of you by mostly counting on myself, you see? Because if I count on myself, I'm going to give you the greatest gift to count on yourself, and vice versa. All right, so being on this love stream sets my focus on love and light. Meditation and practicing the presence of love helps me remember that love is all there is. You know, see that? Well, Clark is just kind of just getting she's getting herself motivated for today. She's getting herself in that position where she's going to be moment by moment practice. She's just renewing. She's renewing her focus for today. It's a constant reboot. It's a constant reset, right? Forget yesterday. Forget what you were thinking about a moment ago. We have this moment. Search your heart right now and let your heart cry out for a connecting point, for that access point that connects you with your higher self, with the truth of this universe. And we just practice that every single day on the front lines of battling those forces which have kept us miserable for so many lifetimes you don't even want to count them. All right? Does that kind of paint the picture a little bit? And how special you guys are, really? Honestly. To be able to sit here and me share that, but I know you're sharing too. Every time you just get on the inside of you and just between you and Source right now, and you just like, I'm in, you know, it's just a big yes, non-negotiable, absolute no to the limitations. Oh, love, lead us from darkness to the light. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Oh, love, lead us from restlessness to peace. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Oh, love, lead us from the unreal to the real. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Nikki, Light, and Maya, Clark, Ford, Punk, Zilla, woo, Vertigo, Play. Very powerful folks are on this channel right now. And I believe we're all on the same channel. I mean, on the same positive channel. Because if we can spark each other, we're going to realize, whoa, we can even get more on the same channel. Until we realize that we are in the love stream forever and forever. Oh, love, lead us from death to immortality. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Oh, freedom for our souls and freedom for our children. Freedom for everyone. Oh, freedom for our souls and freedom for our children. Freedom for everyone. It's freedom or bust. We're going home from death to immortality. It's freedom or bust, and we're going home from death to immortality. Oh, love, lead us from darkness to the light. Oh, love, lead us to where? To freedom. Oh, love, lead us from restlessness to peace. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Oh, love, lead us from the unreal to the real. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Oh, love, lead us from death to immortality. Oh, love, lead us to freedom. Here we go. Oh, freedom for our souls and freedom for our children. Freedom for everyone. Oh, freedom for our souls and freedom for our children. Freedom for everyone. Here we go. It's freedom or bust. We're going home from death to immortality. It's freedom or bust, and we're going home from death to immortality. It's freedom or bust, we're going home from death to immortality. It's freedom or bust, and we're going home from death to together, hooking our arms, looking left, right, front, and behind to make sure that we are going to stay undistracted, non-distracted today, that we are going to stay with this dauntless will to be in this present moment with the purest intention between us and the reality, this omnipresent force, this omnipresent light, this omnipresent love. It's just between us and that, so that we can, each of us, forge forward and in this together wedge, and just cut into those things that are those karmic influences that are keeping us depressed, that's keeping us discouraged, that's keeping us, procrastinating, right? That's keeping us still hanging out in environments and still actions that are leaking our precious focus, leaking our precious energy, right? Because we don't see in this supreme importance of each moment and of today, we don't see how it is affecting the whole. It's not only affecting the whole of everybody that's on this planet, but it's affecting we are setting up in this eternity. We are in an eternity. But that eternity, if we choose the darkness, can feel like an eternity of darkness. We won't forever be in that eternity of darkness, but as long as you choose it, it's going to feel like an eternity of darkness. And it's not easy once in the dark and once established in your bad habits to turn the ship around. We're turning the ship around. Now be brave. Be brave, my brothers and sisters. Be brave at this juncture in our evolution, where we're really turning from shunning the light side and siding with the dark side to turning to the light side and saying no to the dark side. The dark side isn't going to just say, oh, goodbye. Now go find yourself now. You have my blessings, dear. What does Clark Vertigo say? Today is a special day for me. 1 month ago, to get along without my medication, this medication, it was be an illusion for me, and like a drug, I use it all my life. But you stream helped me to make the leap into the unknown. I found a little freedom. Thank you so much. Whoa, do you see that, Marley Love? Do you see, everybody? Rounds of applause, heart applause for Vertigo. Everybody read Vertigo. That's amazing, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is why, Steve, we just hang in there tough today, right? And we're definitely doing that. Our soul is going to give us so many light moments, you know? It's going to bring us everything we need, more than the stuff that's pulling us down. Got to trust that. Got to trust that while we're in the trenches of, saying adios to the dark, adios to our negative habits, adios to our fear, adios to our worries, and plunging head on, moment by moment, breath by breath, dauntlessly into our true purpose on this planet, which is, as Vertigo said, let's find the path to hope. He said that. He said that. And that's important, that we realize our home is not of this world, that it is in this omnipresent cosmic nature of us and everything. It really is. And that means that you're a formless being. So why would we get addicted to all those things that a form in the five senses and all the things that you feel in a form? Why would we stay addicted to just those experiences when we could have otherworldly experiences while in this form, being formless while in this form, being free while in this form, being happy while in this form, being love drunk while in this form? Is it starting to make a little intuitive sense? Don't try to make sense of this with the left side of your brain. It will never break. It will never make sense with the five senses. It will just lead you into reaching for something and have it just evaporate in your hand. A little pleasure, and then all of a sudden, when you run out of that pleasure, joy, temporary joy, and then that craving comes back, and I gotta have it again, and then your craving comes back, and then what happens when you're in that gap and you're craving it and you don't have it, and now it's an addiction, and now you have to have it, but what it gives you is something so temporary. So we're breaking out of jail. It's the Jailhouse Rock, kids. We're breaking out of jail. My heart's desire burns like a fire every minute, every day. My heart's desire burns like a fire every minute, every day. My soul affirms I am loved. My heart it sings I love you. My soul affirms I am loved. My heart it sings I love you. I love burns like a fire every minute, every day. heart's desire burns like a fire every minute, every day. My soul affirms I am loved, my heart it sings I love you. My soul affirms I am loved, my heart it sings I love you. I want to just said, see, vertigo, I continue to fight, but back I will not be back. Yeah, right? You're not going back, man. So holding this courage, we all need to continue to fight. We all will fight. We have all taken the back door so many times in many incarnations and still do in this incarnation. Slam the back door. Stevie, I'm with you. Vertigo, I'm with you. Mickey, I'm with you. We all have tons of suffering. We still have demons and fiends trying to pull us down and pull us into their dark holes, right? Into their dark alleys. But we will fight. We will continue to fight. We will not turncoat. We will not desert the righteous fight in this life. This is the time. Really, don't put this battle off, man. My heart's desire burns like a fire every minute, every day. My heart's desire burns like a fire every minute, every day. My heart soul affirms I am loved. My heart it sings I love you. My soul affirms I am loved. My heart it sings I love you. Here we go. Listen, you all been in, any of you, hello, Roxia, Rox, I'll call you Roxy. Listen, Berg shared with you my story. Master Tom sings my favorite song, I'm very happy, right? That's what happens. Vertigo likes to do's, likes to feel positive, you know. Just gotta look at the bright side of life. Do. Just gotta look at the bright side of life. Do. Anybody that's been in recovery, oh, you know, in an anonymous, in a Al-Anon, Alcoholics Anonymous, any kind of recovery, because you got to the point where you realize I am helpless against me doing anything to get over this. That's a wonderful place to be, my friends. To admit that you're helpless. I think one of their things is to admit, I'm so imperfect, I'm so helpless about this, right? The delusion's too strong for you and me to play with it, to get involved with it, to mess with it. That's called the dark side, okay? So we are helpless against that delusive power. However, we turn over our helplessness to our higher power. We turn over our helplessness to the power of all powers, to the light, to the love, to the good friends, to this righteous resolve, this dauntless willpower. That, you know, that's it. We are going to be in recovery every day of our life. Now, those who have made it in their recovery process made it because they went to regular meetings. They just had to be in that place with other people who were doing everything in their power not to take another drink. And they supported one another, right? or take some more drugs or whatever. It could be Eating's Anonymous, Sex Anonymous, whatever, right? Delusion Anonymous, man. In some ways, this is Delusion Anonymous right here. We're waking up. We're waking up. We're trying to get motivated to stay consistent with the fight. To go to regular meetings. So I started to smile wider and wider. Yeah. So I started this morning by saying I create, as my dauntless mission on this planet is to create access points to remembrance of the truth, access points to being on a line, a love stream where we remind each other of the truth. We support each other with the back door slammed shut. And we are, determined soul warriors that we are going to just be a wedge and cut into whatever darkness, whatever life brings us together. But we are and we are all powerful together, and we can forge in and through and out the other side, so to speak. So I create all this stuff. I constantly remind people. And, to some people who aren't ready for it, they're going to just hightail it the other way, right? That makes good sense. So have we. But I am holding out that we actually get starved. We get addicted to these access points. That we actually build our life around these access points to the light, to the friendship. And we take some of the busyness that's really just the restlessness. It's the backdoor busyness, It's the backdoor busyness, man. The worries and the fears, the backdoor, struggling for an existence. That's a backdoor. You got to open the portal to be in the light side. So we plug up energy leaks, and then you get the creative insights on how to go about a whole new way of bringing in the abundance for a radically positive physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual unity while we're in the body, physical life, temporary physical life. Does that all make sense? But I'll tell you, you have to be totally dedicated to your access points. Everybody, I'm telling you, because people with the addiction of the drugs and all that, and they say, well, it's a physical addiction. No, it all comes. Yeah, true. It's gotten to that point. But it's not as true as the truth that you have spiritually forgotten your roots. You have spiritually turned off all access points. So turn on all access points, and we'll have spiritual, mental, emotional, and spiritual and physical healing to the brim, and then some. And it should be a lifestyle. Access points to a lifestyle. Access points. Meaning you're the first one at the meeting. You're the first one on the stream. You're the first one on the next stream. You're the first one who's looking at the video that was just posted. I'm just talking because I put out so much stuff to people. But I know people are busy. And that is probably a back door. No, I put it out because I need it. I need the access points to stay as happy as I have fought my way into. I've dedicated myself to what I'm talking to you guys about right now. I've built my life around my access point, not the other way around. Don't go building this sandcastle, man. When the high tide comes in, it's going to wipe it out. And put all your energy to that. And I have a little access point. I'll tune. This is a positive guy. He's putting it out all day long. I'll catch him. I'll catch him when I can. Universe is putting it out. Endless streams. Endless blessings to you. Let's get our gratitude on, huh? Can we get our gratitude on and be grateful for the constant lifelines, love lines that are being thrown out to us in our mortal predicament, huh? And grab one of those and just hang on for dear life and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then put a whole new game plan together. I'm going to build my life to holding on. I'm going to build my life to sitting down and having a little meditation every day. And then eventually more and more. I'm going to build my life to putting first things first. It's amazing how much time you have on your hand when you know that this is the last day you have on the planet. You have the whole day. Going to work's not going to help you unless you want to, You're going to get down to what's important. And that is our mission possible. That is the point that I am making this morning on this stream. Thank you. You're welcome, Steve, because you showed up. Look at the difference. So Steve shows up, Vertigo shows up. Let me read Clark. We are powerless over other people, places, things. We turn our will and our life over to the care of the higher power. And that is every moment. Every moment. I know we can be sober for a while. I know that. But there's other enemies that are still lurking in us that want us to get complacent. Always get complacent. Always just cruise. There ain't no cruising. There's only cruising once you got into the depths of yourself and then let the self cruise you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But look at Steve got on here because he chose to get on here, and this has been a big flip. We want big flips. We want big swings in a day, you know? All this fence sitting that we do, all the waiting and all the procrastinations that we do, all the putting off what we know because we're so scared about facing what needs to be faced. But this is battle of the Bhagavad Gita time, man. So Ford has facing that because he's on my study. Not a study, it's a way of life. It's a boot camp training. Steve's in my boot camp. Clark's in my boot camp training. Christine Nagy's in my boot camp training, which is all these access points, which is building your life around all those things that are going to wake up your soul. Forget about the rest of it. Seva Mai gets on, and she's heard me say this, and I even remember saying you were going to sign up that day. And I look every day, Seva Maya, because I know you need to follow up on your word, because not to follow up on your word ain't going to give you the happiness that I know you're seeking. Grateful for you, Swami. Thanks for being a lifeline. Well, use me. Use the access points. Use all my access points. And if not, use other access points. This is a daily, absolute battle to the death or to life every day. Not tomorrow. I signed up. There you go. We got Peanut on here too. Now we need each other. We need each other so big. Don't we, Steve? We need each other so big, Vertigo. It's not even, Anyway, I better take a breath. Thank you for listening, my friends. Really, thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing the call. Because, you know, as the outer things, I know we have a government going on here. Peanut, I know. That's going on here where it's just going to, because that party's in power, they're just going to ramrod. They're just going to ramrod the things they want. Well, listen. That inner government of us, who's ramrodding who? Hello, Terrico TV, welcome. Much love and light. More power than ever to you. More joy to you. More dauntless courage to you. More purpose to you. Yeah, than ever. Because as these outer situations in life heat up, and in the U.S., it's a new government. They're in charge. They've got a majority, and they're going to ramrod their thing. Right? It's their thing. Everybody's got their thing. So I'm not making their thing wrong. I'm just turning it into my government, and I'm seeing who's ramrodding what here. Is my fear still ramrodding me through the day? You know, is my lack of commitment? Because that's a big energy leak, the lack of total commitment. Anything that ain't total full bore with truth, because truth is full bore and truth. Anything that wants to have a little truth here, but delusion and what's unreal over here is going to be absolutely, you're going to be split in two with all the energy leaks, and you're going to be spinning your wheels, right? So all I am saying is that now is the time to decide who's going to ramrod you through. And I'm choosing soul. We're soul rebels. This is a soul revolt. The soul is the essence of spirit. Immortal spirit living inside you as your core that gives you life, sustains your life, that breathes you, that walks you, that gives you the ability to digest your food, the source of life. Now that is what I'm going to have ramrod through me, man. That's the new government of an individualized soul that happens to be embodied in a land that has a mind, a heart, emotions, desires, and all that human stuff, all right? Let's ramrod the light through us. We have a majority vote now. Or wait, do we? Do we have a majority vote in your house, in your bodily kingdom? Do you have that majority vote now? Huh? Are you the enlightened leader now? Right? Oh, man. Waking up games. The battle games. The video games of life. The discouragement. The getting up from a pool of blood, you know. Energy leaks. Blood. Where you're just leaking all your precious concentration, you're leaking all your precious energy, you're leaking all this out to a world that's just ripping you off of it. It wants to leave you like a dry date pit. And we're giving our allegiance to that. No matter. It's different now. As we have found access points to a program for the really addicted called the deluded. It's called the zombie apocalypse, the walking dead. We have found something though now. Access points. And you can wake up no matter what is your dilemma, no matter what is your karma, no matter what is your story, if you decide to grab on to access points of the light, of friendship, of a platform, of a program that is daily meetings, man. We go to our meetings in the Love Force Revolution, Soul Rebel Boot Camp. We go every day. We go every moment. We can't find enough other access points to be together to win. We don't mess around when we play our love games. We don't mess around when it's time to shine. We don't mess around when we play our love games. We don't mess around when it's time to love. Are you ready? Yes, you're ready. Are you ready to love? Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. Yes, we're ready to shine. Yes, we're ready. Yes, we're ready. Yes, we're ready to love. Yes, we're ready. Yes, we're ready. Yes, we're ready to shine. We don't mess around when we play our love games. We don't mess around when it's time to love. We don't mess around when we play our love games. We don't mess around when it's time to shine. Huh? Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to love. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to shine. I'm ready to shine. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to love. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready to shine. You allow the windows of your life to open, to let the light shine through you. So we're opening up in trust and humility and sweet surrender and complete admitting ourselves into soul rehabilitation, spiritual, heart and soul and mind and body boot camp training. That's the fastest way. This is the fastest way. Don't you all want to you get her done and get her done as soon as possible? Why drag it out, right? Well, I'm so glad, RN. I hope it makes you instantly feel good. Because you guys all here see that we have RN. I believe it's your first time on here. And for you to say that, that's just awesome. Because it gives everybody like, wow, more firepower. You know, every time someone says something positive, it gives us more firepower. It strengthens our dauntless courage and our indomitable will that hell or high water, we are in. We are in for the righteous fight moment by moment. And we're going to surround ourselves with the most powerful access points to that light, to the training, to soul friends that are constantly reminding us of the truth. And we are going to really plug up wasting time. We're going to plug up that energy leak of wasting time. You know, watch your environment. Watch your companions. I know you have friends, but just start to minimize the wasting of time where it's the friendship that is just kind of wasting time. It doesn't even want to hear about the truth. It certainly doesn't want to hear about you asking them to go to a yoga class. It's not going to, they're going to shun something like this. They're going to shun the light because it's so bright and they're used to the dark, right? We've got to really start to minimize those environments. If something doesn't serve your ultimate purpose, if something doesn't serve this supreme focus on this moment being the most important moment of your existence, and you're going to give it your all to be positive, you're going to give it all to be loving, you're going to give it all back to the all, then we don't need that anymore, okay? Green scarf, right? Are you on? Joey, welcome, my brother. Yeah, it's time you enjoy wasting, actually wasted. Yeah, well, yeah, so we're going to enjoy not wasting so much of our precious lifetime. You don't realize that where we're going next in the inner worlds. A lot of people they're afraid of death, so they don't think about death. But that is a new beginning. But it ain't going to be a new beginning if this moment ain't a new beginning for you. If today doesn't have something better for you, when you go to the other side, it's going to be without a form, so you can't satisfy all those fetishes that you had in a form. So you're going to be frustrated as hell because you'll be living in a lower vibration, and you're going to be in an energy with people exactly like yours. If you are fearful about something, you're going to be in a society in the inner worlds of people who are just as fearful. It ain't a pretty picture. It ain't a pretty picture to be up to anything other than what we're up to. It just isn't. It's too important. It's ongoing, and we don't needlessly need to suffer ongoingly. Doesn't that make sense? Did you guys hear in the call this morning? Joey, welcome. I mentioned that. You're welcome anytime to come in to this station and get filled up. It's like a soul depot. You fill up all your soul needs, all the real needs you have. We have one need, to remember that we are connected to all that is. To remember that we are the love force. To remember that we are divine beings. To remember that we are in a battle every moment of existence because we're in a duality. It is the constant remembrance that a breath is the most important thing to be aware of, because if we remember the breath and breathe deeply, now we can source the source. Now we can fill up with that which we'll need to do to win momentarily this moment. Right? All right. So having said all that, we're the Love Force Revolution. And I thank you all because, boy, am I desperate for soul friends that you have friends. They're what I call comfortable friends, and they'll want to gossip with you. They'll want to focus on the negative generally because they're very afraid of making any positive effort and changing anything about them, right? So they're just comfortable friends, and they just, they're not interested in waking up so much. All right, they might be nice people. We like them, right? But they're not on fire, man. We got to build a fire and keep the fire burning because that's our fuel. Then there's the uncomfortable friends like me for initially, because I'm going to pester you to death. The death of the little ego, the death of your problems, the death of your worries and fear. But you got to start to want to hang with the uncomfortable friends. And the most uncomfortable one is Source, but that's ridiculous. And the great beings, because all they're offering is more light than you can withstand until you can build your capacity to take more light. They're just offering you endless love, as much as you can take, and endless peace, and endless freedom from all fear. And yet, source, God, whatever you want to call higher power, is left out in the cold, not even considered in this daily life thing. Isn't that amazing? So, wherever we stand, and we stand together. We're the Love Force Revolution. Spread it, Rarin. What am I trying to accomplish? Waking up to true nature, punk. Waking up to the truth, brother. That's it. Waking up. And the truth is always beautiful. It's a win-win for everybody. It's the peace, it's the happiness, it's the compassion and the forgiveness. It's the selflessness, punk. You know, it's a way of being that is going to tune you into your divine self. And I can only accomplish that for me, and hopefully some of the contagion, some of the vibes will wear off so you can accomplish it within yourself. Okay? We're the Love Force Revolution, yeah. We're the Love Force Revolution, yeah. We're the Love Force Revolution, yeah. We're the Love Force Revolution. And we're singing, we're dancing our blues away. We're living in the love of today revolution. 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 We're the Love Force Revolution. Oh, I'm so glad, RN. I love to sing. I love to sing. I love to pour my spirit out in song, you know. Don't we? I think singing is a very healthy thing. We're the Love Force Revolution, yeah. We're the Love Force Revolution, yeah. We're the Love Force Revolution. And we're singing, we're dancing our blues away. We're living in the love of today revolution. 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 We're the Love Force Revolution. Have a most amazing day, my friends. Let's hang out more and more. Let's remember all those things that we need to remember that are positive, that are more of a sustainability, a real self-sustainability. Let's remember truth. Light, love, peace, happiness, brother and sisterhood, harmony, and peace to our world. All right? All right. Signing off. We're the Love Force Revolution. No, punk, I'm a radical activist because I'm on fire for truth. Which makes me a pacifist when it comes to, like Gandhi, non-tolerating with the evil, non-tolerating with the duality. Because I have better things to do, my brother, to activate more happiness, more love, more light and joy in myself. So you, my dear brother punk, could maybe be exposed to some of these access points. Maybe, just maybe, that it can help you have a better day. Maybe, just maybe, that if you have a better day, someone or someone's in your life is going to have a better day. That's what I'm all about. We're the Love Force Revolution.